Hello, it is Jack Gill, and I'm sorry about that delay, but I am finally live. We had a few issues with the Wi-Fi. I won't bore you with it all. Do you know what? I'll bore you with it all. Um, Parents have come up to visit, brought the dog with them. The dog's only gone and chewed through the Wi-Fi wire, hasn't he? So, yeah, that was the delay. But if it's sketchy, it's because I'm going through the personal hotspot. But anyway, before I get into today's news, a bit of a preview for tomorrow's game. Bit of information to let you know what's going on this weekend, what's going on next week. From us, of course. I've got to let you know who sponsors the video, and of course, it is the wonderful Manscaped. Listen, you've heard me bang on about these enough already, but I'm going to do the ad read again in my own weird kind of way. Remember, they've just launched their brand new package to sort out your package. It includes the Weed Whacker, which is the ear and nose trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0, which is a personal favourite of mine. It helps you sort out your lawn down below, and of course it includes 2 free gifts. You've got your ball deodorant, and if you're blessed with a big package like myself, you need to sort out, you need to keep it well groomed, and there's nothing better out there than Manscaped. They're the best in the business when it comes to male grooming, and yeah, WFM20 checkout for 20% off. That's WFM20 at the checkout for 20% off. And if you're thinking, well, what is the Manscaped website? Don't worry, you don't need to type it in on Google or any of that. We've got a shortcut in the description, so make sure you check that out. Anyway, next thing we'll sort out is what are you going to do with this video? I can see there's less than 100 people in here right now in the chat. We had a mix. Obviously, I'm late. We also had it scheduled for 8:45 before then. So please, you need to share this as much as possible. Make sure that you are linking this from the top, the URL. You're sharing it on social media. You're liking it. You're subscribed. You've clicked that notification button. And make that WFM20 come true. We're fucking massive already, but make us even bigger, okay? Yeah, that's all I need to say. Now, we'll get into the news. Before I go into the news, though, I'm going to preview the game tomorrow. Liverpool versus Crystal Palace, 3 p.m. kickoff. I hate these 3 p.m. kickoffs. I love the whole rule behind it. I love the fact that it helps the smaller clubs in England, makes more people go and attend their games. But I hate it when Liverpool play at 3 o'clock. I hate it. When you don't have a ticket, that is. When I got a ticket, I'm not who's asked. But I've asked everywhere today, can't get hold of a ticket. And Liverpool are on 3 o'clock. So dodgy stream season it is. Actually, no, terms and conditions apply. Not dodgy streams, obviously, they're illegal. Make sure you get your dodgy streams. But yeah, if you follow me on Twitter at JackLFCGill, I might let you know some places where you can watch the game. All illegal, of course. All legal, of course. Yep. So yeah, we'll make sure we get the game tomorrow. But anyway, into the Palace preview. Palace, obviously, last time out, they hammered Spurs, didn't they? 3-0. Odsonne Edouard came off the bench to score twice. He looks like a lively player. He looks like a good player. There were question marks over him. How would he fare in England? We know how he fared in Scotland with Celtic, but it's a complete different ball game, the Premier League, isn't it? But if his debut was anything to go by, that short period from the bench, he's going to be a player and a half, and one that I expect to start for Palace tomorrow, and we're going to have to make sure that we keep our eye on. But we've defended well recently, haven't we? We've only conceded 1 goal in our first 4 Premier League games of the season. Of course, though, that was different against Milan in midweek, where, of course, we let 2 in that 1-minute period in the first half. But you expect Virgil van Dijk to start. I also personally believe that we will see the debut for Ibrahima Konate. That is my opinion. I think he will start. I think he will debut against Crystal Palace. And yeah, what an introduction it'll be for him at Anfield. We saw Joe Gomez come in midweek, of course, and I think we'll see Konate come in for Matip and Van Dijk come in for Gomez. And I'll go for the team then, shall I? The team that I think it will be, I am expecting in goal, Alisson Becker. Right back, Trent. Centre backs of Konate and Verge. I reckon left back then, Andy Robbo. I'm going to say Fabinho DM with Thiago and Hendo. Then I'm going to go with the front three of Mane, Salah and Jota. I think the normal front three will be back. Obviously, Klopp confirmed today that Bobby will still miss the game. So that is my team prediction, score prediction. Now, I've mentioned you can't underestimate Odsonne Edouard. You can't underestimate Crystal Palace. Last season, obviously, we hammered them at Selhurst Park. But we're at Anfield tomorrow. But despite that, I still think it's going to be, a comfortable Liverpool win. And score prediction, I will go with 6-0 to the Reds, 6-0 to Liverpool. That's the team I'm going with. I think Salah's going to bag 3. I think Konate's going to score. I think Virgil's going to score. And I think, why not Trent as well? Bagsman. Three of our back four will score. There you go. But yeah, that's my little Palace preview. Nothing else really to say on that. Minamino, obviously, we saw return to the squad. Will there be a shock inclusion for him? I don't think so. I think it'll be back with a normal 3 front 3 tomorrow. That is. But anyway, let me know in the score in the score sheet, in the team, what is wrong with me today? Let me know in the comments what you think regarding the scoreline and the team news tomorrow, and I'll read out as much as possible. But remember, guys, there's still not as many people as we usually have in this. So please, 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 please share that URL. Get it sharing on Twitter. Get it, get this as much as possible. Click that like button. Do as much as you can to get as many people in the stream as possible. And you will be forever the heroes of Anfield Agenda. You can label yourself as that forever from me, okay? I'm going to read out some of your lovely comments so far. There are some real lovely ones. Let's have a look at these lovely comments. Liz Golden telling you what you need to do. John Hamilton saying Wi-Fi wire, it's wireless. No, the wires at the back, like the Ethernet cable. I think, yeah, Connor said here, the Ethernet cable. That one. CT10 says, what's this Adeyemi blowout? Well, wait, and you'll find out. Yo, how are you guys, says Brendan. I am buzzing. It's a Friday. I've been working all week. Looking forward to the weekend. Absolutely buzzing, mate. Never been happier. Let's have a look. Pavanash says Salah's going to destroy Palace tomorrow. Anything else? Sir Hook says, hello from Virginia, USA. Wow, hello from sunny Manchester. Let's have a look. Anything else here? I noticed someone before. Oh, Nicholas, the lovely Nicholas says, not you again. Where is Craig? Yes, me again. Hey, hello. I'm really annoying, but here we go. I'll keep going back, mate, just to annoy you. No, I'll be honest. Craig isn't going to be doing these late night agendas anymore. He's going to stick to, the weekend stuff, and he's going to do the Cop the Week with me and Steve, which, by the way, is going to be on Monday at 8:45. So you've got me and Steve to join Craig then. I don't know if that's okay for you, Nicholas, but I'll be back then. But yeah, the late night agendas now all fall to me. Hopefully, you lot and you, Nicholas, especially, can learn to love me as much as you love Craig. Listen, my accent isn't as gorgeous as Craig's. I don't have the beautiful Irish accent, but I've got mine. So I'm sorry, mate, but I'm here to stay. But anyway, we'll carry on. Let's have a look. Is somebody hanging out of that hatch? Don't say that. No, it's a wire. Oh, got me scared then. I saw it in the corner. I was thinking, what is that? Is that like a leg? What is it? No, it's just a wire. So we move. Anyway, let's have a look. Any other comments? Yeah, lots of people talking about Adeyemi. So why not get stuck into it, I suppose? Why not get stuck in with the news of the day? Let me just get my lovely notes up. Anyway, I'm going to be honest, not great news regarding Karim Adeyemi, of course, who I am really obsessed with at the minute. Played really well for Salzburg the other day. I think he is likely for January personally. However, have Liverpool been dealt a blow from the player himself today? Hear me out. Karim Adeyemi has admitted that he would be in favour of a move to Bayern Munich should the opportunity arise. Adeyemi spent 2 years in the academy at Bayern. That was between 2010 and 2012, I think. And his comments, his official quote is, here we go. If Bayern made me an offer, I think I would choose that path. I want to show them what I can do, who I am, and that it was a mistake to let me go. That motivates me, he said during an interview. And that's from Marca. Do we read into this? Do we think it's the normal media bollocks? Who knows? However, it is a bit of a blow, hence the title. Obviously, he's the one that we want in January. He looked so good for Salzburg in the Champions League the other night. But obviously, he dealt with his blow with his comments about Bayern Munich. And you know what? Bayern, obviously a big club, Germany's best club. I can understand why he'd want to go there. Would they be interested in him? They've got a lot of, wide players. But, well, Leroy Sané hasn't exactly worked out for them. Will they be looking to offload him? And there's always, links with Kingsley Coman linking him away. It'll be interesting. I hope he doesn't go there. I hope he comes to us. It seems to be the life of a Liverpool fan at the moment. Get linked with someone, get excited. He goes elsewhere, or we don't have any real concrete interest. Only players we seem to be looking at is Jared Bowen and Sander Berge. But no. Anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed, that's not true. But yeah, that's the Adeyemi blow that is in the obviously the title of this. I understand as well, obviously a lot of you are watching Leeds versus Newcastle, which is probably why our views are lower than usual here. But as I say, share this as much as you can. Like it. Make sure you like it. Mick Wall says Leeds are 1-0 up. Was it Bamford? Because he's in my fantasy team, so please tell me it was Bamford. What happened to the Coman deal? I don't think we were actually ever interested in Kingsley Coman. It was just media bollocks, like I say. There's so much of it. Is the Adeyemi stuff true? Who actually knows? The Doku stuff seems genuine, but then you've heard nothing from, the so-called Liverpool journalists about him, have you? It comes from elsewhere. This has obviously come from Marca, which I believe is very hit and miss, Marca, in terms of what I've seen in the past. They can be either completely right or they've completely fabricated shit, and it never seems genuine. So yeah, we'll see. Addison says, "Hi Jack, how are you, buddy?" I'm good, mate. I'm flying. It's a Friday. Happy days. I'm on the Beer and Moretti. Don't know if you can see that. That's not a sponsorship, by the way. However, Moretti, if you want to sponsor us, you're going to have to outbid Manscaped. So there you go. But yeah, obviously, we don't usually. This is just my little thing for Moretti. I'm going off on a tangent. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's a Friday. I'm happy. Let me off. But yeah, Moretti, we don't usually have only 100 people in. The beautiful people in the comments will tell you how amazing we are. So please sponsor us. Send me some free beer. I would really, really appreciate that. Manscaped, you're wonderful. But I want my free weed whacker and, ear and nose hair remover. So yeah, there we go. But anyway, I'll move on. I'm waffling shite now. Just tell me if I waffle shite, just tell me, okay? Just tell me. Shut the fuck up and tell us the news, please. Okay? Just tell me. Just tell me that, and I'll get on with it. I promise. Because I do like a waffle. I do. So I'm aware of that though. But anyway, we move, don't we? Anyway, the next bit of news is on a certain Erling brought Haaland. There's a random can that's just fell off. No touch. Is it a ghost? Who knows? But anyway, Erling Haaland. Talking of ghosts, I'll bring up a robot. That doesn't quite work out, does it? But anyway, here we go. Ken agrees with me. I do waffle shot. I'm well aware of it. It's something that will come with time. Look, I'm only young. Yeah, I don't have it. I'm not a natural like Craig, but it'll come with time. All right, it'll come with time. I think it's the media training. That's what I'll put it down to. But anyway, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. I don't know how you pronounce it, but we'll go with one of the above. He spoke on Haaland, and he said, "Haaland is an investment. I don't think he will go to Liverpool. With Haaland, I wouldn't rule out Real either. maybe they'll open the box a bit more in the summer and possibly get Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. That's, again, from Marca. Now, this one's interesting because if you read into it, he says that, Liverpool don't really like to spend. And he's absolutely right, isn't he? We don't like to go in our pockets. He basically says Liverpool act like we're broke, and we do. So you can't question those comments, really, can you? And I wouldn't argue with anything he says. I don't think we're likely to get Haaland. There's two reasons for this. A, we don't like putting our hands in our pockets. That's clear. Though that can be, we do make exceptions for, exceptional talents like Haaland is. However, there's one more big issue with this, and that is Mino Raiola. We won't deal with him. We won't pay the agent fees that he will demand for Haaland. And there's another issue, which is, everyone in the world, all Europe's top clubs will be interested in Haaland because he's a superstar. He's that special. He's that good. And, loads of people will be willing to throw money at him while his release clause is cheap next summer. And therefore, for me, we will always be outbid, and teams like Man City, Chelsea, Real will always offer bigger wages than us because we're tight bastards. So, yeah, that's my opinion. That's my comments on Haaland. Let's have a look at your comments. Let's have a look. Mbappe's too expensive, says Omer. I don't know where the Mbappe name came from, but there we go. Oh, but he also says Haaland is too expensive and really overpriced. Well, don't forget, next summer you'll be able to get him cheaper than ever because he's got that release clause that comes in for next summer. So next summer's the time to get Haaland, and that's another reason why I don't think we'll get him because other clubs will want him at that point. They'll be so desperate to sign him. And I think next summer's the one where Real go all out, get Mbappe, try and get Haaland as well. I think City will be in for Haaland, and if I'm very, very honest, I think Haaland will join Manchester City. Just a feeling I've got. Anything else? Addison says, Jack, are you going to predict a 6-0 versus Palace? Yeah, I did my prediction for Palace before. I had to give it a long, hard think this week. I really did. But in the end, I did. I don't know how you've read it, but I did come up with 6-0. I've predicted that Konate will start. I've said that Trent, Konate, Verge will all bag one, and that Salah will get a hat-trick. That's just a feeling in my bones that I've had this weekend. I don't know if you saw my tweet, but I did have a bet on a 6-0 for the Milan game. I also had a bet on a Divock Origi hat-trick. And I'm with Betfair, by the way. Can you say this on streams? I think so. Can I say betting companies? I've said it now, so I can't go back on that. Well, there we go. I'm with Betfair, and they were only offering something like £527 back off a quid for a Divock Origi hat-trick and a 6-0 win. I don't think them odds are fair enough. Do you know what I mean? If that came off, I deserved at least double that. But there we go. Connor said I can say that, so thank you. I've not got Connor and Craig into any trouble, so there we go. Addison says, I hope Salah scores a hat-trick. He's red hot at the minute, isn't he? The man's on absolute flames. He's our 5-season wonder and half bad, is he? Superb player. He'll bag a hat-trick. Of course he will. It would be nice for Mane to score as well. It would. He looked short of confidence when he came off the bench in midweek. Obviously, he missed a whole host of chances against Leeds. So yeah, Josh Crouch says Trent brace tomorrow. I hope so because I got him on my version 5s and £2. So if he scores a brace, that's £4 off nothing. So there we go. Tommy Boak says, will Konate start tomorrow? I hope I've answered your question, young Tommy. I hope I have. Anything else? Cody Griffiths says, do you think we should go for Haaland or Mbappe, Jack? Of course I do. To be up at the top, we know our rivals are going to be interested, so we have to be interested ourselves. That's my opinion. I know FSG like to run the club sustainably, and I'd much rather that than running it like Manchester City and like Chelsea. But you have to put your money in your pocket still. That's the way football has gone. That's the way it's gone. And sitting on your hands, not putting them in your pockets for window after window. I know it's not window after window because I know, last summer we spent on Thiago and Jota. But, I think we saw it after we won the Champions League when we only bought in Sepp van den Berg. I think you need to make investments because it's healthy. It helps, recycle the squad. And we didn't do that this summer. And though I still think this season will be absolutely fine, and at the end of the season there'll be a divide again where people go, see, FSG, and they always know, right, trust the process, blah blah blah. It's not now I'm worried about. It's when Klopp goes, when this cycle of players ends, because we're not going to go and spend and buy a whole new squad in one transfer window, are we? And a lot of our squad is a similar age. A lot of our key players are a similar age. So, I think it sets us behind for future years when we have a summer like we did this summer. That's my opinion. You can disagree with me all you want. Tell me I'm a twat in the comments, but that's my opinion, and I'm a loud one. Anyway, we'll move. Next one. It is someone's birthday, I believe. I can see that it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday, Harry, someone's put in the comments, but I don't know who Harry is. I can't see Harry has said anything. But Liz Golden says, happy birthday, Harry. So, Harry, if you're in the comments, I've missed your comment. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great day. I hope the Reds win tomorrow. Diogo Jota, FSG Henry out, in brackets. That's not my comments before anyone gets annoyed at me. He says, Jota hat-trick incoming, Jack. Is it worth a squid? Let me know. Shall I put a squid on it tomorrow? Addison thinks there'll be goals. She says, or he says, we're in 2021, guys. Come on. I'm going 4-2 Liverpool. Salah, Jota, VVD, and Mane and Edouard to get 2. Not with Van Dijk at the back. There's absolutely not an absolute donkey of a chance that we'll concede 2. Just letting you know. Anyway, the next piece of news, and then I'll read out more of your comments. Klopp's press conference today. I love the press conference, because I thought it was really good in midweek. I thought Klopp's press conference was brilliant, and then obviously his programme notes about obviously the Milan captain Kjaer, who did so much for Eriksen during the Euros when he suffered that horrible heart attack. Of course, I thought it was brilliant. He comes out with some comedy gold. I also want to talk about Pep Guardiola's press conference before I get into Klopp one. Yeah, I'll talk about it. Why is he being an absolute wet wipe, Guardiola? I'm finding this whole thing hilarious. This back and forth. You've got the City fans throwing their toys out the cot over comments that every manager makes. They're just being absolute weapons, the lot of them. If you don't know, if you've been living under a rock this week, City, obviously, they've got that big stadium, the Etihad. They only had 38,000 turn up for their big Champions League game against Leipzig. If you see the City fan point of view, there's numerous reasons behind that. It's a weeknight. It was on telly, of course. They don't have a good history with UEFA. It's a group stage game, saving their money for PSG. Obviously, you've got the ticketing problems they've got as well, which, by the way, they don't mention, but a lot of clubs are having that at the minute. We've had it ourselves, as we know, as Liverpool fans. But, let City fans say their piece. As I said before, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Pep Guardiola came out in his post-match conference and said, can people turn up against Southampton? It's a dangerous game. We want bums on seats. Since then, obviously, it's come out, voucher. There's been tickets on there. Uni days, if you're a uni student, you can get a ticket for £7.50. They're really scraping the barrel, aren't they, City? And then I can see one side of it where it's cheap tickets, fair play to Manchester City. It's because they want bums on seats. And they want bums on seats because of the whole media empty ad thing. I get it. I do get it, because, if you see empty seats at City, you're more likely to take the piss because of the empty ad thing. Absolutely fair play. I know I went to UCFB, based at the Etihad. That was my university. They used to give tickets out there all the time in the raffle. Do you want free tickets? There you go. £5 tickets for Champions League. They always used to do it. It's just how they have to run, because the fan base, it's just who they are as a club. It's as simple as that. And the prices they do for Premier League tickets are awful, as a lot of clubs are. And, they've not been lucky enough to be at the top and in and around. They're not a club the size of us at Manchester United, are they? They're, despite their success in recent years, if you take history into account, they've forever been in our, the shadow of Manchester United, haven't they? Though in recent years, it's very different. But anyway, Pep said that about, getting bums on seats. And all of a sudden, a City supporters group have gone, stick to coaching, Pep. Excuse me. We've heard, Klopp say before about rallying the atmosphere and stuff like that. It's normal. It's normal. I don't know why City fans are on their high horse moaning about that. And then Pep's turned out today. He's got sour grapes in. I don't know what's going on there as well, saying, well, if they don't like me, I'll leave then. What on earth? Just get a grip. It's funny though, isn't it? I've got a story actually. I parked on a double yellow. Obviously, you lot know at the minute I'm living in Manchester. I parked on a double yellow today. Just to run into an estate agent. So I'm trying to look at houses in Liverpool. So I was just seeing, I parked on a double yellow line. I returned to my car, and on my windscreen there was a ticket. But it wasn't like a normal yellow ticket. It was a ticket for tomorrow's game between Manchester City and Southampton. Could you believe it? But anyway, Klopp's press conference. I've gone off on an almighty tangent again, haven't I? But I hope you enjoyed that little joke. But anyway, we move. Nothing new really on Mo Salah's contract. He was very clear on the fact that he's got nothing to do with the contract, so stay away from that. He wanted to say, Mo Salah, the player though, what a great player. Contract's nothing to do with him. Don't bother asking questions. Salah will sort that. The club will sort that. Happy days. So no news on that. It's not happy days, no news, let's be honest. We want news. We want him to sign it. And if FSG are watching, which let's be honest, they're not, because they've shown, over the last few months, they don't really give a toss about us fans with the Super League. But anyway, if you're watching, reaching out, give him a blank piece of paper. Let him write his own contract. I'm going to say this every stream, but that I'm asked about Mo Salah, like with a 6-0 for every game. Give him a blank piece of paper. Give him permanent marker and let him scribble his own numbers. Let him scribble his own terms. Give him everything he wants. Everything, because he deserves it. Firmino will be back in training at some point next week, which is good. It's been a bit of a grey area, isn't it, his injury? No one's really known how long he's going to be out for, but Klopp did say not ready for this weekend, but he'll be back in training next weekend. He'll probably miss the Norwich game on Tuesday as well, but hopefully he'll be back for next weekend against Brentford. Van Dijk was rested in midweek. He says, direct quote here, I have to be sensible in these moments, and it's what I said, the other day before the game on Instagram Live. He had a long-term injury last season. He went down injured for the Netherlands, despite only playing 2 of the 3 games. The first week where he's playing 2 games in a week, isn't it, for Liverpool? Give him a rest. Properly bed him in, because imagine if Van Dijk got injured and was out for a few weeks, we'd be absolutely screwed. So yeah, 1 game, the right decision. Would we have questioned it if we'd have dropped points? Potentially. But we didn't. We won. We got the 3 points. We got through the game. Happy days. Palace preview. More of the Palace preview, because we love it. Football. Who wouldn't talk about football in a football stream, eh? Henderson will captain Liverpool tomorrow for the 200th time. Only a select few Liverpool players have done that. Massive, massive achievement for Henderson. Obviously, he's celebrating his 10th season. His 10th year at the club this year. Scored the winner against Milan in a Gerrard-like way. It screamed Olympiacos, didn't it, that one? But yeah, absolutely huge news for him. Buzzing for him. It's going to get a great reception at Anfield, I'm sure, tomorrow, Jordan Henderson. And he deserves it. What a captain. He's won the Club World Cup with us, the Champions League, the Premier League, after 30 years without it. And it was always going to be a difficult task for him to follow in the footsteps of Steven Gerrard. It was a difficult first few years for him at the club. Managers tried to get rid of him to Fulham. But he's been so good in the Jurgen, hasn't he? And he's such a good leader. The stuff he does off the pitch, he's improved on it in recent years. Yeah, top captain, and we're so lucky to have the almighty Jordan Henderson. If Matip and Virgil van Dijk play together, it will be their 100th league appearance together. So will we see them 2 together tomorrow? I predicted otherwise. I think it'll be Virg and Konate, but there's a bit of a stat tomorrow. So if you see the 2 start, you can go, oh, 100th appearance together. Will it be a clean sheet? Hopefully, fingers crossed. And yeah, that's all the news we've got so far for today. So I'm going to read your comments. I'm going to be on for about 15 minutes more, 10-15 minutes more. So please send me as much comments as you can, whilst I disgustingly wipe my nose because I'm still full of cold. And I had no voice yesterday. I was planning on doing a stream. I had a really raspy voice, and it made me sound like a child because I was, when you have voice cracks like every 3 minutes. But luckily, it was only a day, and it's back today, and I'm absolutely fine. I've just got this cold chest sinus infection thing still going. So, yeah, sorry about that. But what are you going to do? I just wipe my nose on stream. Anyway, comments. Here we go. I can breathe. Will Minamino start, says Siad? I don't think so, but it wouldn't surprise me. I think over the next few weeks we're going to have to get used to rotation. You know, we're playing a game every 2 or 3 days, really, 3 or 4 days. We've got Norwich though in midweek. I expect Minamino to start that one. Do you think Phillips starts against Norwich? No. I think it'll be Gomez and Konate. If Mane scores tomorrow, he will break a record 9 consecutive goals against a single club. Interesting. Well, hopefully that gives him a bit of confidence going into the game. I really hope so. He's been a bit off it recently, hasn't he? I really liked him against Leeds, though he struggled to put the ball in the back of the net. He was so dangerous, so lively. But he was poor when he came off on against Milan, I thought. So, yeah. Hopefully that gives him a bit of a boost. Liz Golden simply says, old captain, my captain. Absolutely. You know, I love his chant, his new chant. You'll have to get Craig singing that as much as he can during the watch along tomorrow. Also, while I'm here, I have some good bits of news for you, which I'm sure Craig was going to let you know tomorrow. But here's the news from me. So Tuesday, you're going to be lucky. Not only will you have Craig for the live watch along, but it's a Carabao Cup game. So you'll have both me and Craig doing the live watch along for you, which is pretty wicked. I'm looking forward to it. My first ever Liverpool watch along. I get to do it alongside Craig, who is the best in the business. It's going to be great. So make sure you join us for that. It's going to be absolutely boss. So I've warned you in advance. It's only Norwich. It's only the Carabao Cup. I know. But share it, because me and Craig doing a live together, that as many people as we can get in there as possible, maybe it may be a more popular thing that we do more often in the future. So make sure you join us for that one. Make sure you share it as much as possible, because I tell you, you're in for a treat. And then hopefully you like what you see, because Craig's away next weekend. So I will be doing the live watch along for Liverpool versus Brentford in the league next Saturday at 5:30. So make sure you join me for that one, please, as well. I'm going to need all the support, because you know what everyone are like quite often with the "where's Craig?" It's going to be very hard to fill his footsteps. You know how good Craig is at this. So please, I'm begging you, all my lovely people in the comments, make sure you join me for both of those streams. And as I say, if you like what you see, hopefully it'll be something that you can do, you can get more often. So there we go. And this is why Connor's putting it. I know Craig, when Craig went at the start of the season asking in the comments, would you like Jack to join for the midweek thing? Yeah. Of course he wants me in for the one where, you know, we're going to see the youngsters that I know quite a bit about and Craig's going to have absolutely no idea about. So there we go. But yeah, I know that's the main reason I'm joining on Tuesday, and hopefully I'm good at it so that people go, oh, I like this guy, I'll tune in on Saturday, because if not, there we go. Thank you for your support, Cody. Really appreciate it. There we go. Anything else here? Minty with a good question about transfers, even though the transfer deadline shut a few weeks ago, and I was so thankful that it shut, but I keep getting asked questions about transfers still. Anyway, look, if you don't know me, I have these weird moods. Basically, on a Friday, I'm on a massive high. I'm on top of the world. And I either spout shite or I act like an absolute tosspot. It's one or the other. And today, I feel like you've got a bit of both. So there you go. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent there. Do you think FSG will spend money next summer? It's a double-edged sword. As long as Klopp seems to get us at the top on a shit budget, they won't spend. I agree with the second part of that, because if, you know, we're going to prove them right on the pitch this season, because this squad is a decent squad. Jurgen Klopp's the best in the business. Happy days. But it's future seasons that are going to hurt us if we don't invest. So we have to spend next summer. It's pivotal. Otherwise, we will definitely fall behind. If the plan is, and I know I was asked this earlier about, is Gerrard ready for 2024? We are going to be making it incredibly hard for Steven Gerrard to come in if we don't back Klopp and you know, we don't keep buying more players and recycling the squad, reinvesting, improving. We're going to put Gerrard under an awful lot of pressure. So, yeah, we have to next summer. We have to spend. We have to. I don't know how much it'll be. I don't say go and spend Chelsea, go and spend like City. I'm not saying drop like absolute bags of money. I'm not saying that Bellingham would be nice, choo-choo. But, I'm not saying go and buy Haaland and Mbappe like Real are planning. Just invest. Bring us some good young talent to put pressure on the first team for now. And then in future can become, the next generation of superstars at Liverpool. A Jeremy Doku would be nice. Adeyemi would be a decent signing. Jude Bellingham is a future Liverpool captain. Choo-choo. Players like that. Yeah. It's really simple. I'm not asking for much. I'm not. Alexander Isak would be nice as well, but I know he's obviously just signed that new long-term contract at Real Sociedad, so that's unlikely. But what a player. What a player. Anything else? Well, I've gone bald before. I'll be willing to go bald again. I'll tell you what, if I can get a certain amount of likes on the Brentford game next weekend, not even just likes, if I can get a certain amount of live viewers for the Brentford game next weekend when it's just me, I'll go bald again. I'll go full Craig. I'll do it. I'm committing to it. I'm committing to that. So there we go. I'll think of a number. Me and Connor and Craig will talk. We'll think of a realistic number for me. And if all goes well, I'll go bald again. I will, just for you guys. So there you go. And I tell you, last time I looked like an absolute idiot. And my new missus hates it. So it's probably not a good idea. But for you guys, I'd do anything. Mick Wallmane is class. I'm not doubting his class. He just looks short on confidence at the minute, mate. That's all I'm saying. Newcastle have scored apparently 1-1 there. Mick Wall says Klopp must have been told something to make him sign a new deal. To be fair, I think Klopp, the more I think about it, the more I think Klopp is genuinely happy with the squad he's got. I think he would like more investment, but I think he's willing to wait for the right people. But I think he knows that, he's willing to be patient, but not too patient. But I think Klopp will be back next summer. I think he has to be. So there we go. What is everyone saying? Mick Wall says, go on, Jack. Liz Golden says, I'm impressed, Jack. What were you impressed with? Me saying that I'll go bold? Is that really that impressive? I'll keep this, though, this bum fluff. Yeah? I'll keep it. Bald head, bum fluff. I'd look like Frankie Stew if any of you know Frankie Stew and Harvey Gunn. It's the look I'd go for. There we go. If you don't know Frankie Stew and Harvey Gunn, you have to listen to their music because they are unreal. Unreal. Your dedication. Thank you very much. Always dedicated to AA. You have to know that. Let's have a look. Anything else in the comments before I go? If you want me to stay, comment and get me to answer it. So, because if not, I'm going to go and watch the footy. Anything else? It's looking narrow so far. Not really much there. Liz Golden said earlier, show Salah the money and let him loan the jet when he wants. Yep. Apparently the Newcastle Leeds games end to end. Cody Griffiths thought my story about the Man City ticket on my windscreen was real. Bailey enjoyed that one as well. Quite a few of you enjoyed that one. I'll tell you what, clip that one up, get it on Twitter, get it on TikTok. Why not? That one might go viral. No, I'm joking. Let's have a look. Anything else before I go? Not too much, to be honest. Where is the teddy? I've hidden them all now. There's a little octopus here, though, that I quite like, to be honest. It's really useful because I've seen loads of these about, and they're actually really good. Look, it's happy, but when you're really pissed off, you just put it sad. It's the little things in life on a Friday. It really is the little things for me. But yeah, there we go. Hey, who is my favourite mod? I don't know what a mod is. Does it mean military of defence? I've got a mate that's in the Navy. Or is it the RAF? One or the other. He's in one of them. But yeah, he's probably my favourite person in the military of defence. There you go. What an interesting question. I'm joking. I know what you mean. Of course it's you, Liz. But I don't want to annoy anyone else. So I like Blade too, who's commented here. Thank you, Blade. You're a good one as well. Anyone else here that's a mod? Suxy, I like you. Thank you. Anyone else here Any of the mods? No, that's all I can see. There we go. Happy days. All you three, of course. Anything else? What's your top 4 prediction this season? Chelsea first, Liverpool second, Manchester City third, Manchester United fourth. My prediction. Anything else? Obviously, I love all the mods. For anyone commenting a bit annoyed at me, of course. Anything else going? Paul Foley says one of the best Liverpool football channels going. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And before I go, I'd just like to say, honestly, I really appreciate you lot in the comments, because it's a hard task, and I know I watch loads of YouTube, absolutely loads of it. And I know if I'm watching someone I like and I see someone that I'm not really used to seeing, sometimes I'm a bit like, I click off the video, whatever. But you lot have done nothing but welcome me and give me loads of support, give me loads of love, and you keep coming back time and time again. I see the same people time and time again. And for someone that is relatively young, relatively new in this industry, it's so good to see. And I honestly really, really appreciate it. And hopefully this little fan base grows a bit more, hopefully, fingers crossed. Anything else? Jack, I think number 7 is coming home. I think so too. I'm feeling the Champions League win in my bones. I really, really am. I think it'll be a Liverpool PSG final, and I think we'll batter them 6-0. Just my opinion. Howe or How17A says, you're doing a great job, mate. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. I am from Norway. I hope Haaland comes to Liverpool. Javed, I went to Oslo in 2020 during the coronavirus stuff. It was the first weekend of February. I absolutely loved it. I only went for the weekend. I found myself a Liverpool bar in Oslo. It was mental. I dragged my friends in. If you don't know, I'm originally from the Midlands. So one of my mates is a Baggies fan and one of them is a Villa fan. I dragged them to the Liverpool bar in Oslo and they absolutely loved it. It was ace, mate. It was honestly top quality. I loved it. I really do. And I'm hoping to go back at one point as well. Anything else? Whoa. Am I FSG in? Am I FSG out? Am I a top red? Am I a bottom red? I don't believe in any of this bollocks. We are who we are. We're run by who we're run by. Do I think FSG could be better? Yes. Do I think that actually I really like how they run us sustainably and they've done so well to bring us back up from where we were to where we are now under Jurgen Klopp? Yes. Do I want them out just because they've not spent money in the summer? Absolutely not. Was I annoyed and said some stupid things after the Super League? Yes. I'm not happy with how they run the club at points, but they don't run us like City and Chelsea. I wouldn't want to ever be like that. And realistically, the way money's going, the way football's going with money, if Liverpool are for sale, we're going to get bought by this huge consortium who are going to throw money left, right, and centre and not care about, potentially the future and potentially do what Manchester United do or did over the years, where you just spend a shit ton of money on players and don't worry about a wage structure and stuff like that. We're actually run as a club incredibly sustainably. And though FSG really, really pissed me off at times, I wouldn't ever say, FSG out, because I think it's stupid. I think you got to back your own unless they do something like, Mike Ashley does with Newcastle and stuff like that. So, yeah, I've been incredibly close at times to being FSG out, but come on, I'm here to watch football on the pitch. And though they piss me off the pitch at times, come on, there's more to life. There's more to life. It is just football at the end of the day. Do I fancy Jamie Webster? I don't fancy him, no. But do I think he's absolutely boss? Yes. And his new single, if you've not heard his new single, go and listen to it because it's absolute quality. It really is. Incredible, man. And I'm going to leave it on that. So thank you very much. I shall see you all soon. I'll be back tomorrow for my post-match content. I'll also be live on the Instagram when the team news is announced. And Craig will obviously be live for his live watch-along. His last one on his own before I do the Norwich one with him, and then Brentford, and then he'll be back. So, yeah, join him for that. Just a quick one. Josh says, do I watch boxing? Yes, I love it. But I'm off now. been a lovely 3/4 of an hour with you. Love you all. See you soon. Enjoy the second half of Leeds Newcastle. Ta-ra.